This telecast is copyrighted by the Artists United Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the podcast without the Artists United Network consent is prohibited.
This is a AUN Haterade sponsored exclusive.
A hater's what your mama made. No milk, you sippin' haterade. Never nothing good to say. You always trying to throw some shade. We got us here a gossip queen. Never scared to spill the tea. Pour another glass for me. Hater shots are always free. We sippin' on the haterade. You sippin' on the haterade. Your mama sippin' on the haterade.
You're so damn good.
Hey, yo, daddy. Hey, yo, brother. Hey, yo, sister. All haters call in right now for your chance to win a free 12-pack of Haterade. Only here on Artists United Network.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Artists United Network.
All right, welcome to the Daily with Dustin Diggs. I got some great podcast guests today, folks. We got for the first time Mr. 16 Bars.
Man, this dude personally is good.
Kaiserrific, I think this third time on this podcast.
Yeah,
maybe?
I believe so.
He's family now, and then as always, Mr. Keenan Sargent here.
Yeah, the boy himself. How y'all doing out there?
Did the little contest last night. What you came in sixth place?
No. I it was Mario Kart 64. I won my first round, lost the second round, and then I lost at my second chance. But it's okay. I went home with a 4-pack. Everyone else got movie tickets though.
Oh, okay. And where was that place at?
It was at Up Down.
Up Down.
So I'm gonna be going back next week for Smash Brothers.
It's set in the Central West End.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like right up your alley. It's like
it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's definitely beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
So we got Haterade week. So this is we have all got haters, and you know it's funny. When I first started doing this, like a couple years ago, I didn't have any haters, and now it just seems like they just come out of like the woodwork.
Times is changing.
Yeah, times changing. We're not gonna say names tonight, but
it ain't even. I don't even think it's times changing. What it is you're elevating, and when you're elevating, and they're not. That's where the jealousy comes in for those who are not really rooting.
Right. And I said that the other day.
Yeah. And so you had some stories that you wanted to share because you reached out to me and you're like, I want to come on this week. And I was like,
I feel I need to come and speak about I'm a victim of haterism. Yes.
Ooh, man.
I'm gonna say it just like that because
the V word.
You got great poems from that too.
Yes, I can write my ass out like this. But this dude right here, he got the bars. So, but you know, when you call yourself doing so, I was in high school having people hating on me because I win 1 or 2 talent shows. I got people mad, you know, and it goes further into now, you know, if I decide to get up off my ass and do something, I do it, you know, because I don't have to wait on nobody. If I want to put a show together, I'm gonna put a show together, and people get mad at me because either they're not in the show or they're not doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You don't have to do nothing but do your thing, you know, and all I say, everybody got room to eat. You just gotta put the work in. Like 16 said, you don't work,
you don't eat.
Hey,
right.
Instinct.
Exactly. So, but you know, it's weird. You know, it's just weird how people be managed because you're affiliated with other people.
Yeah,
that's the weird shit to me, man.
Right.
But like, would you ever expect that? Like when you grow and like people see you do what you do. They're not mad because they're like, oh, fuck you or whatever. Like, they're mad because they don't have that.
That's usually the case.
Yeah, usually is the case. That's usually always the case. That's the number one reason because they want what you got, but they don't want to put the work in to get where you are. And then if they put the work in, they ain't putting enough work. Like, you know,
handouts.
My ingredients and what I do is different from how his ingredients or your ingredients and your ingredients. And this is, you just have to make it work the best way you know how. But they get mad when you're successful. They get mad if you're doing this. You get mad.
They get mad if you're real.
Right. They get mad if you tie your shoes the wrong way. But, you know, so, But I'm about love. I'm about I don't want to hate on nobody. I have a poem called No Hate.
Yeah.
I don't hate on nobody. I don't have no reason to hate nobody, but
Love it.
people hate on you. Hell, even if you want to talk to a woman, you got women hating on you because they don't want you to talk to her because you may have talked to her in the past and something didn't happen or something didn't go anywhere, and she feel, oh, you're trying to talk to everybody. That's not true. I'm see what I'm gonna take the opportunity to shoot my shot one way or another.
Right.
And go both ways then.
Yeah. So you have a poem about you want to share a couple of the lines?
Yeah, I can do it from this.
Okay. And we got some great. I'm sure I'm going to ask you, Mr. 16 Bars, to do some poems tonight because I've heard you live and.
Oh, he's always great, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got no poems about haters though.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. It's just
the whole show's not about that.
No, I'm just saying that more jokingly, but you know, I feel him on that. The thing that I've noticed is, like, I remember, like, Chris was just coming on the scene at this particular time, and we had a poet who wasn't even from here, and the hate was so real that I sat down. This is probably maybe 10 years later, close to 10 years later, with another poet who happened to be friends with him back at that time. And he was like, man, they say, you know, can I rap to you man to man? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, bruh, he say, I just want to apologize. I'm like, you know, apologize for what? He like, bruh, I had built up a whole image of you off of such and such. And what he said, but then every time he turned around and talked to somebody else, they was like, 16 ain't nothing like that.
Right.
And then he found out for himself that, you know, but the hate be real sometimes. And that was more or less on the case of me just standing my ground on the St. Louis poetry scene. I mean, now that's the only one I can say it was just a flat out hater. Now you got these other people who will tell you, hey, we all good. And you didn't have a conversation with them to let you know you all good. And then they turn around and they flake out on you. I ain't gonna necessarily call it hate, but
right.
Something in the water.
I think that bothers me the worst of anything is when people don't know me, but these other people said bad things about me and they didn't even give me, you know, a fair shake or whatever. And when I hear bad stuff about somebody before I even meet him, I always give them a fair, honest, like, okay, let me see. I heard bad stuff about this guy, but let me meet him.
Kind of like that face-to-face type of ordeal.
Yeah, but that's one thing I hate about.
Well, the other thing about that is that makes me question that person who said it.
Right.
Because I'm like, yeah, is he really a hater, or is it just some animosity between what y'all got going on? Because like I tell people, everybody's perception of somebody else is not gonna be the same. So I'm never gonna judge you off of what somebody else said. I'm gonna get to know you, and then you know what it is what it is from there.
And I think like for a lot of people,
about you, yeah,
like everyone has like a background. So you got yours, you got yours, you got yours, I got mine. So,
oh man, I tell you just like this, I wouldn't right now at the age I am now, I wouldn't be friends with the 20-year-old me.
Oh wow,
I'm just gonna keep it 100.
Man,
I wouldn't. It's like because I was wilding back until I had my first child. I was wilding.
It gets that way.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you grow.
Yeah,
and that's why I tell people like, I don't brag about the things I've done. I've done numerous shows all around the country, but I don't brag about it because I've learned to humble myself. Because like I tell anybody, I've had it all, and I've had it all taken away. So
yeah.
It is what it is.
Right, and a lot of times when we come to do shows or get on the mic, they gonna speak on what we done in the past anyway. So, but I had to hear it. I hear it all the time. You got so many books out, women going crazy. I'm like, no, I don't think they tripping off them books. I'm writing because I want to write.
Yeah.
People get mad about
it. It's all about that emotion and feelings stuff.
I think it's mostly the people that aren't doing anything or seeing you doing something, and I don't know why they don't make
it's handouts.
People got mad that I have a podcast, but I'm like, well, you can. It's
right. It's open mic.
You can do it yourself. Right. You know, you just got.
It ain't hard.
Just got to take the time. It's
and put and build.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about taking the time.
And I think you said this before. You know, for a lot of us, we have talent. We have our craft. You know, doesn't matter race or anything, but like when you gotta have that drive, because that right there can really spark
Drive
you.
is
So
everything, man.
so why are you wasting your time? Like, oh, Dustin Diggs, fuck him. Like, no, I don't want to know him. But you still watch his show. You watch his shit. So what are you wasting your time for?
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You have that poem?
Yeah, I got the poem.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's called No Hate. So it's no hate that you're doing your own thing. I'm trying to be like you and stay in my own lane. No reason to be sour. We both work day and night by the hour. We are both trend starters. We both hit the scene like globetrotters. It's no hate. It's no hate how you do things your way. Do you realize that you paved the way? You bless us with the talent that you gave. I'm not gonna hate on you, and I hope you do the same thing too. We not enemies. We not just friends. We family. Pull through to get ahead. Both working to get that bread.
Hey.
I don't hate you. I admire you. I respect all that you do. Hating on you is not me. It's them fools that ain't used to you. In my book, we cool. No need to disrespect your name. No need to spend off the creativity you gave. No need to try and take you out of this game. Little you know, we both one and the same. Look, you my family and I love you. I ain't got no reason to hate on you. This ain't me fronting. This is me being a man. I'm taking a stand. I ain't hating on you. I'm you. You are fam. And we together are the master plan. No hate. That's that piece.
There it is.
Beautiful indeed.
Audience out here loves it. Audience loves it.
That was good.
When did you write that?
I wrote that over almost a year ago. I got up and sat on the side of the bed, and I was just thinking about some situations that went down last year, and I was like, I don't have no hate with nobody, and I really wanted to get the message to bring friends together, but it seemed like that's kind of hard to do when they don't see. They can't get along, or they can't work together no more, or they can't see to get past their differences, And I'll say this: I love them both, but it's gonna be that thing where, cause you fuck with one, that's one thing. You don't fuck with them, or you don't feel like they feel like you don't come around. I have no animosity, So I wrote it. I said no hate, and I performed it last year. So I have no hate on nobody.
Dang.
Right. Did they know it was about them?
Yeah.
Oh.
'Cause I performed it right in front of them at their podcast. And I said it with whole heart, and I meant that with heart. I have no hate, and to this day I still have no hate. You may have your feelings towards me for whatever reason. I don't know. But I don't have any hate nobody.
You ain't gotta say names because they know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I like both. I love both of those guys. So
Yeah, and me the same. If I'm pretty sure we all on the same page, and it was just, and the thing that got me was like, I had a conversation with both of them and let them know, look, what y'all got going on is what y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. Simple as that.
Agree and disagree.
And see, I think some of that stems from the fact that us and the other party already had something going on. So I guess in the perception of y'all just messing with him. No. All you gotta do if you want me to perform or something, all you gotta do is reach out.
Yeah.
right.
I ain't never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Even after that, I DJ'd the event that what was it, the 4th of July event or whatever. I DJ'd that last year. And it was like, and that was after all that had happened. I'm like, you gotta also keep in mind, we're grown. So at the same time, we got other business, family business we gotta, attend to.
Yeah.
I'm to the point where I'm a grandfather, so I got a lot of family business to attend to.
I'm a dad, even though my son, he grown, but I still, in the work part, I produce about 10, 15 shows a year. So I still have my own thing I'm doing.
Right.
And don't get wrong, I always would say family's family. Like any family, you're going to have your fights, you have your arguments and disagreements. But at the end of the day, you're still family, whether you look at me or not.
Right.
That's why it was just like, so when I wrote that, I'm like, you just got to make it clear. that you don't have all these issues with you. You know, with them. I don't have no animosity, and I say it to this day. You know, now other people might have a different story, but I am who I was when I met you, and I am who I am now.
Yeah.
So.
Because you always got to keep your priorities in order. Otherwise, you know, you're kind of subsiding everything.
Well, what I
that's
think
not
it
really important to you.
is because this person feels that way towards you, you take it as we all feel that way towards you. That's y'all thing. That ain't I can't. You can't make me feel a certain way about somebody because you pissed off with them.
Right.
That's on you know what I'm saying. That's on y'all.
Right.
That's why I try to get that out there. Like, look, bro, we good. And like I said, that was when they first had they falling out. Like, because at that particular time I was trying to reconnect it.
Yeah.
Because I even told him on iron, I said, yeah, Cash got he got in his feelings. I said, my boy got in his feelings. I agree with you. He did. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and at one point I thought maybe it's going to be cool again. But then I don't know what all happened from that point. It's like,
it gets out of control though. Like, every time.
It's but I don't even understand how it got that deep. You know what I'm saying? It everything that you see on the surface makes it seem like it wasn't that deep. But
Yeah, I don't know the situation.
yeah, I don't know the whole situation
I don't know either.
But what I seen is like it ain't that deep.
Right.
That's something that could have been easily resolved and patched up, but when you're sitting in a place of power where you have your companies and your stuff you're running, everybody walk around with an ego, but it's don't know when to use that ego and not let your ego take over who you are as a person. But and you know, I'm gonna say like this: both of them are can be bullheaded.
Oh, they both bullheaded. I'm gonna keep that 100. They both bullheaded.
Oh yeah, they both. Yeah, they both.
And I think that's probably the biggest problem. They are a lot alike.
Like, yeah,
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
So like, do you just like call people out like on the bullshit, like out in the open, or do you kind of try to recollect and do a one-on-one, be like, hey man?
I think the best bet's pull them aside and talk to them. That way they're not embarrassed or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you really tame that though?
Sometimes it's hard
You
to talk to
can't.
people.
Sometimes, yeah. It all depends on. I think it's all about the atmosphere and the energy in the room at the time when you talk to them.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
things can get ugly
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Yeah.
Well, my thing is, I'll just say it public. I just hope they work it out because like I said, I love them both. I think they're both great assets in the community and do a lot of great things with their, with their different businesses and stuff they're doing. So hopefully they work it out. So I had them all. They're all on this week. So I don't pick sides. I just But
We all gotta hate, but goddamn, we gotta just kind of either nip it in the bud and go on with it, or just stay the way we want to say.
You know, sometimes people can lie on you and tell all a bunch of lies to get this person or that person all souped to think that you are.
Yeah, they put that battery in their back.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. And you know what I'm saying? You got it. That's why I said you got to look at it. You got to look at it for yourself versus what others do.
I just say, if you want to know something, come to me, talk to me. If you heard something, somebody said something, when did they say it, what time they said it, who they said it to, where I supposed to have been said this at, I want to know the truth,
right.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people do that nowadays when they just
They
go off
can.
emotion.
People love a lie more than they love the truth.
Oh, that's good.
Welcome to social media.
Yeah.
Always.
Well,
It's
16.
sad.
This is, we'll switch subjects here. We don't have to keep talking and.
Yeah, let's go.
dig
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
First time on the podcast. It's great to have you on. I'm a big fan of poets that come on the show because for me it's fun to see the process, the way they come up with their art and the way they come up with their words and how is it that when you do your poetry, is it something that's you write down? Is it something that comes to you at certain times of day? Something you set aside? What's your process?
It's kind of hard to say. I can't really say a process because I'm constantly writing, either in my head, you know what I'm saying, or it's just ideas just flow at me at all the times. Like I was talking to the Stacks brothers, and I said I told them today, I said, man, I got a dope idea, a concept for y'all to write on a song. And it's like, and I just gave it to him. It's just like certain things come to me at certain times. And like the passion in the writing, that depends on the subject matter.
I agree.
And for me, I do some of my best writing is when I'm dealing with some type of turmoil, something I'm going through, or something I know somebody else is going through, or the world itself. It just that's what I could say would be a strong motivation to write something, and then write something meaningful and deep, not just to. I can't stand when a poet just jots a bunch of, I don't want to say shit, but
I got you.
Take your time.
Yeah.
shit down.
Right,
yeah.
And it's like, okay, that was cool, but where's the passion at? Where's the true love for what you're doing? That, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I hate when you get a whole field of people that, oh, anybody can do it. Yeah, anybody can do it, but there are a select few who can do it correctly, or I won't even say correctly, but give it their all.
Yeah, I know. I've seen poets, they go up there, and not that I'm a big critic, but they don't have any emotion. And I think with like Rayleigh and Cass Mo and Cass Raw and yourself, like you guys know when to hit with that emotion, and with like there's almost like a beat going on, almost like we were listening to a song with no music of when you guys are doing your poetry. Yeah. So when you start, like, so do you come up with like a certain line and build from like the beginning to the poem or to the end, or do you start at the beginning and just kind of keeps building?
This is now when you come to that end of it, I don't rush anything.
Mm-hmm.
If like I got a piece called The Strength. It's and I wrote that, it was years ago, and I remember when I started writing it, it took 7 years to actually finish that particular piece, because it didn't even, I can't remember what the concept was in the beginning, but that's not what it ended up being in the very end. And what I would do is, if I'm writing something, and like I said, it's all about the energy and what you're feeling, like some nights I ain't gonna be able to write a love poem. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't gonna happen.
You got your moments.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the feel, what I'm feeling at the time. So I might start out, because this is what I used to do. I would write like a couple of pieces at the same time, and I would pick a subject, and then I'd write on it, and then whichever one I'm feeling a vibing, that's the one I would continue with, and set the other piece to the side, and not necessarily just trash it. I just might finish it later.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of stuff sitting in my folder that are unfinished. I've come to learn to write. If I'm working on a book, and in the past, I would say about 10 years ago, I would say anything would go in the book, but I learned to theme the book for that particular project. So like my last book was the Love and Lust project, so I made sure I had erotic pieces and love pieces. Nothing else went in there, so I kind of focused on what I wanted, what I exactly wanted, and what I didn't want. So if it didn't sound right to me, I toss it and put it in unfinished. Or if I couldn't come with a complete thought, I just leave it where it is. I'm with him. It takes a while to write.
Yeah. Can we hear? Do you have a poem that you can do for us?
Yeah, I do. 25 to Life, and this actual piece was
It's one of my favorite ones.
I never wrote this down. Because I go by 16 Boys, and because originally it stopped at 16, and I was just playing with numbers, and I was like, I'm gonna see, can I get up to 16? Then when I got up to 16,
You kept going.
17, and then I ended at 25 to Life.
Non-stop like that.
Let me see. I'm from a place in time. I'm from a place in time in which they run full court pressure like the one who used to wear the 2-3. Yet others will hit you with the 4-5 and leave you 6 feet deep. 7 up because you ate 9 in your chest. Now your doctor's got a 10 to that. It's the 11th round, 12th hour, Friday the 13th. An unfortunate 14 caught up before 15 by an AR-15, and there will be no Sweet 16. Hospitals, emergency rooms, ER rated, no one admitted under 17. You either enlist or go to college at 18. Those that stay home at 19 trying to achieve street dreams without listening to any only realize by the time that they are 20 that life has just begun and life expectancy for some was only 21. But be careful. Be careful. You can get knocked out your shoes for your 22s. They out here thugging and riding with nothing to lose, simulating motions of life like they playing Nintendo Wii. So by the time you're 23, they got you shackled hands and feet walking through courtroom doors at 24, facing a 25 to life.
Hey.
Wow.
Smooth.
I never wrote that piece down. Like I said, I just kept building on it until I.
So like, so like for a lot of poets, like that focus level, like, do you just stay there or do you just kind of like build like once you keep going?
My thing is to challenge myself. Like I said, when you see people just write shit down, I'm to the point now where I try to write bar for bar, like even in between those bars, double and triple entendres, that type of thing, all the way through. Like, my other thing about the way I write is, you got a lot of poets like to use huge words, all this bullshit. That's cute. No, I'm just saying, that's cute. But when I can write a story where Joe Smo over here, not really into poetry, whatever, but he can follow along the whole time, whether he catches the deepness in it or not. But this other guy, like, you be like, you hear what 16 said right there? That was it. No, you must didn't really hear what he said. He said blah, 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 blah. You know what that really means? He's like, nah. Then the person to break it down to him, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I try to write so deep, yet it's light enough for the normal ear who doesn't really get into it like that, still can catch the story and follow along with no problem. But the ones who really into it be like, oh my God, did you? Because that's what I love. I love bars. When I hear somebody say something that's just like, and like I said, it doesn't have to be, people like, I'm going to use this word. No, it don't have to be that. All it has to be is placed at the right moment in time and at peace that it makes sense for it to be there. You know what I'm saying? And you just sit there like, oh my God, that was just like the dopest line I've heard. Like in the studio session I just did with the Stacks Brothers, Rich got a line in his song where he says, pardon me, but I look like a star to me. And I just bust out laughing, man. That was so, because it was perfect timing.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
Shout out.
That type of deal. So, you know what I'm saying? It's having and I think that comes from having a passion for it.
Yeah.
You got to have a passion for it.
Yeah. There's plenty of poems I looked at, I wrote it plain, and then I went by like, this could be twerked a little bit better. And then I changed the whole poem, made it a little more deeper. But your poem, the only reason why I came in on the part of, I heard it so much, you can't help but to bring.
Yeah, I mean, they can't. That's usually when I perform it. Those are some of the lines that people jump in on.
Right, but so I guess, is it good to test the poem out in front of a live audience before you go record it? Because then maybe you see what, oh shit, the audience is really.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I give zero fucks what anybody else thinks about my writing or what I perform, and I think that everybody should feel that way because that's, you know what I'm saying, that's coming from you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I mean, if it was more of a song type of thing, that'd be different. But when it comes to the straight poetry, I don't care what the next person thinks. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you judge me from what I write. That's your personal opinion. That is what it is. But as far as, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to hate when poets would call me and be like, what you think of this shit? No, what do you think of it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Your poem.
It's your poem. I mean, I can't tell you, I'm like, I can help you with structure. But as far as your words, it's like, dude, if that's what you feeling, that's what you feeling. I don't care if it's Joe Smo Wak Wak. I'm like,
yeah.
that's weird,
How you
but
feel about it?
were you on mushrooms at the time? You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Right.
Like, so it was saying, I used to hate that. Like, I'm never going to call somebody and, if I call somebody and spit a poem to them, I'm spitting it to them as, check this out, not as, do you think I should do that? No. I will never care what the next person thinks about my poetry. I can't.
Well, you probably feel like giving advice on somebody's poem is because it's not, if all of a sudden they ask 16 bars or what they should say here, it's not really coming from them, right? So it's kind of like, that's a kind of a tough.
I don't really look at it so much as that. Like I said, it's more or less, I feel that when you put that pen in that paper, that's yours.
Yeah.
Right. Like everyone has to like self-critique their own ways, like whether it's music, whether it's songs,
I mean, I will critique it. I just hate doing it because it's like, because when it comes to that, it's not as easy to critique a poem as far as written versus them performing it. Now, if you ask me to critique your performance, yeah, I do that with no problem because I can see, okay, because I tell like, Just Earn when I say dope poet.
Yeah.
But I noticed when he first came on the scene, he would ramble through his words. I'm like, bruh, you got it. Just slow down and let it flow.
Same thing with T Spirit.
And yeah, T Spirit was the same way. But I seen T at the first time I seen T Spirit was at Corey Black's Poetic Justice, and I know, and it was the same way. I'm like, all you gotta do is slow down and tell your story. Your story is amazing.
I seen her at Verbs After Work with Al Biz, and she was nervous, but she was going through it fast. Cause like when you going fast like this, they just trying to get it done because they want to get it all out right then and there. But take your time because people still need to hear you.
All right.
And I think sometimes she still deal with that because a lot of times she goes super duper fast. She's like Roadrunner with her words, and you're like slow. Let her
And see then some people think that when you go fast, I'm like, nah. I mean, if you rapping with Twister, then yeah. But if you know what I'm saying, but it's a lot. It's a lot that gets missed. Like I was telling like with Cashmo. Cashmo got this piece. I can't think of the name of it right now, but he's the whole story is him being a gun, and he used to perform it.
That's what we need to talk to. He knows it better too. I Am Gun or something like that.
I Am Gun.
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah,
and he would perform it with a instrumental from a Tupac instrumental, and the Tupac instrumental is a dope instrumental, but it had so much in the background that it was literally taken away. I won't say taken away from the message because the whole message was there the whole time, but it was taken away from like dope ass lines he got in this piece because people couldn't hear that because you had so much other shit going on in the background. Like, because I told him, I said, bruh, you don't need to perform that with no music. You don't need it. Your words are powerful enough. You don't need that music.
So what are your elements? Like, what are your keys to like? Okay, I know what I want to talk about, but I want to try to really be descriptive. Like, what's your go-to keys?
Well, I'm glad you said that. I literally just got challenged with that. And I like challenges like that because I could kick somebody because I just found out about the other end of it. Somebody's supposed to write a piece for my boys for their album. And he was like, dog, we got to get in the studio. I need this. And I was like, it was called Options. So I'm like, okay. So when he gave it to me, he told me that night, I literally got up that night. My wife tell you, I got up that night, grabbed and here's another thing. I'm old school. I'm so much better with a pad and pen than I am trying to put it in the phone.
Oh,
or even, and then I say, well,
yes, I do my scripts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, even with voice recording, it's like I still am better with the pen. So I grabbed the notebook and pen and I pretty much jotted it down that night. And then I'm like, y'all ready yet? Oh, well, we got to catch up with Indocaine. Okay, whatever. So they literally gave me an extra week to play with this piece. So like he was saying, I didn't take anything out of it, but what I did was I inserted bars in between bars. Like it was like when you follow, you'd be like, you won't even catch it you'll hear it when I get the rhyming off of them, but like you won't even catch it. And it's like I love that type of writing where it's just so much in there, double and triple entendres. Is like, oh, did you catch that? You didn't catch that. That I mean, I love that when I heard performers write like that.
Their reactions.
I just love not even just the react, because some people don't catch those bars, and I'd be like, y'all didn't just hear what he just said. Like, I mean, I know you heard it, but you don't know what he means by that.
Yeah, I think it's like almost like comedy that it's good to take a pause because you let the audience soak into that last
Right, it's
word.
delivery.
Yeah.
Right.
It's delivery.
Before you start your next thing, let the audience oh
yeah, you gotta let them feed on it.
feed on it. Right. Well, I had a game. I don't know because these are because we got some wordsmiths here, folks. So
words.
I got these big words, and so I was just gonna play the word, and then we'd see if we can make a rhyme with the word. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay.
We can do-
See,
Okay.
I mean, it's like music. If you make it rhyme, you're good.
On you in 10 minutes here. Let's just let me find a good one here. You got a question for him?
All right. So, and seeing you both like doing like multiple things, especially when it comes to poetry, whether it be an event, whether it be podcast, whatever. So, like, do you always know how to kind of engage with the audience, or do you let the audience engage with you when you do your poetry upstage?
That's a good question, because it's both, really. It just depends on what's going. Because like if you get up and say it's like I got erotic poetry, but I don't do a lot of erotic poetry. But if at that particular time, like 3 people done did erotic pieces and that's what the crowd is feeling, then I might do an erotic piece that night. But other than that, I let them, I decide what I'm going to do and then just let them vibe out.
I don't know how long you've been married, but when you were a single guy, did poetry help you with the ladies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's confidence right there.
Actually, I mean, to be honest, this is my second marriage, but both of my ex-wife and my wife now, I pretty much met through poetry. Both of them.
So. They think it's sexy.
I mean, possibly, because
listen, I haven't done poetry yet.
I mean, you got someone who pimp their pen like that, who try to do it like that. But I mean, that was never my focus. But yeah, it helped in my younger days.
And it helps some women. They hear a certain line I use. I don't do erotica like I used to because it's more men in the audience. I'm not going to do no damn erotic piece with
bunch of hard-ons in the audience.
Yeah. Hell no.
Chris, I really loved that last piece.
Hell no. but I can do a specific line in a poem. Reading alone, like when I'm on the phone with her or a woman, she like, oh, I like, and then they feel some type of way. But I never really use poetry because I'm trying to get them to know me for me. And I even know that's a part of me, but I want them to know that later as time go on. So,
gotcha.
But
go ahead. Okay.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was going to start.
Okay, but like, either way, it's fun to kind of be like, very, either rhymey with it or whatever the case is. But at the same time, you're reading a story and you ain't got to rhyme every line for it. You just got to say something straight through and then be like, it's popping in someone's head.
I don't know. You can literally tell a whole story without rhyming it.
Yeah.
If it's deep enough, you know what I'm saying? If it's your, like I said, then that all falls back to it being your story.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you telling me, you got some people with, being abused or whatever, and then they're telling a story, at some points it's not gonna rhyme. It's just gonna be their story, and you're gonna fall so deep into that alone. It's just like a movie. Movies don't rhyme. It's just it's a story, and you know what I'm saying. You fall into that vibe of that story, and they go with it.
There you go. All right, so these are words that make you feel smart. So these are words I read every day. So I'm just joking. So
we can go for it.
Pick a word out here, and we'll see if we can make a rhyme with it. So I thought this one right here should
Bonafide. Oh, Bondugal.
Play for the audience here, so we can.
Boondoggle.
Boondoggle. Can you guys hear it?
Boondoggle.
Boondoggle.
Let's see, what does it mean?
Okay. We can,
Waste of time. If you're serious about your career, you should avoid boondoggles.
Boondoggle.
The boondoggles are pretty much blockers.
Yeah.
Boondoggles.
I don't know if this game's going to work.
oh, no, it will.
You got something, Keenan? Maybe start it off.
I mean, I can just kill it in a heartbeat. All right.
Go ahead, Keenan.
All right.
This game might be for you.
Boondoggle. All right. Stop sitting down. Get up. Don't waste your time. Go out there and get it. You don't want anything in your way. You got to jump over that, go under it, go to the side, go to the left, go right, go up, go down. It don't matter. You better boondoggle that shit down now.
I'll take it.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And now that was on the top.
We got more words here. So if something comes to mind here for the audience here as well.
What's that, bro?
Oh, but I'm gonna remember.
She got like
Tell me what number to stop on.
she got those like really, really good words too.
Oh,
Iniquity.
This is what my girlfriend says about me. Lasting a very short time. I don't know what that word means.
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral.
Oh wow!
Why does it sound like some type of drug or something?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I know something that can rhyme with that. Fox pop. I heard that word. I forgot how to use that though.
Socially awkward or tactless.
Tactless.
What the heck?
Faux pas.
Faux pas.
Faux pas.
Faux pas.
Faux pas.
God, I forgot how I use that
I
word.
was
last
gonna
time.
say fupa. That's different.
Smack.
Okay.
Herminger.
Yeah, that's
Gregarious.
That is about those speakers.
Gregarious.
Gregarious.
Gregarious. Wow.
That's
Again, we got like these really classy
yeah.
words.
You got something, Keenan, just jump in.
So I'm saying like we're just rhyming the word, or kind of like
I
just.
seen early deja vu.
Wait, go back up. Was it insidious? Down.
Down.
Insidious, I think.
Oh, okay. Working or spray in a hidden and usually
Injurious.
Insidious.
In something is slowly.
insidious. That sounds like a villain in the movie.
Man, I could tell, and I'm gonna tell you, y'all better be ready for the Stack Boys album because the Stack Brothers album because Tiago actually uses that in one of his songs.
Actually, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try that.
That's what made me look back like hell no.
All right, Ken, go ahead.
All right. Okay, Insidious.
Insidious.
My life is ridiculous. These people are just ridiculous. You try to bring harm, you try to go for the kill. It's nothing but insidious work, no deal. It's a dead man's hand. It's a dead man's plan. I could be the devil, but I still have no hands. It's insidious. It's ridiculous. All so spontaneous. Why am I here?
Okay.
Go and get
There
it.
we go, Ken. All right. I like the devil with no hands. It's can't fist you. All right. Let's see here.
How do you even find these words? That's a bigger question. Paradox. Okay, y'all can do that one.
Paradox is too easy.
Red herring.
Rhetorical.
Spartan.
I don't know what this one. I can't even.
Let's see what that is.
Scintillating.
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 Okay, that's I think it's like a sexy type of.
It's briefly flashing, briefly start with light. So in other words, lights,
Scintillating.
camera.
She was
action.
scintillating when I seen her in the moonlight.
Exactly.
See, there you
The way
go.
she was dressed, it was just so right.
Right.
Made me want to smack her on her booty and have a good night.
There it is. See, I knew we just had to get him warmed up, folks. All right, let's see if we got another one here. We're on.
Oh, suave.
Suave.
Yep.
Okay, you got it. It means having sophisticated
Hey, she's on.
charm.
I may be smooth, but I'm always suave. It's always a good move when you're in that vibe. A lady looks at you like she looks in the mirror. It's beauty, it's character. It's all put together. Be suave. Bam.
All right.
Let me see if I can try to go off with an
Suave.
It's actually suave. That's what it's. No, I'm just kidding.
So let me see.
Start over.
All right. Let's see. You may want the rich and the famous and the powerful and the good. He may look good to you, but I'm more suave to you.
You got it. You're building there. You're
He's
building.
getting it.
He
Keep climbing.
He a nothing ass nigga, but
Damn.
that's okay. At the end of the day, I'm always getting your play. I'm just playing around with it.
Suave.
That's okay, right? Oh, this one right here. Someone
Sycophant.
tries to win favor from wealthy or influential people by flattering them.
Oh, wow.
Sycophant.
Say that.
Sycophant.
Sycophant.
So basically, someone trying to like suck up.
Yeah,
or-
it's a suck up.
Kiss ass, yeah.
Sycophant.
Kiss your way to the top, you sycophant. Being.
I'm so sick of it, you sycophant.
Yes.
You're out of mind.
What's a TDT? What's this one mean?
Yeah, I want to know that one.
TDT.
Tete-a-tete.
Tat-tat.
Tat-a-tat.
Tat-a-tat. Tat-a-ass up.
Tat-a-tat.
Tat-a-tat. Tat-a-top. Tat-a-t. Tat-a-two. I'll be like, hey, baby, I'm trying to get with you. Let's send me that tat. Let me see.
It's a formal conversation or meeting between two people. So a tete-a-tete is probably not going to go to a tete-a-tat.
So,
Unless they mixing business with pleasure.
right. Let's do a little tete-a-tete and you go over some bucket of fried chicken or something.
Oh, 92.
92.
Ambiguous.
Oh, that's a word. Okay.
All right, that's y'all now. All right, that's
ambiguous.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
No, say that. No, go back again.
Ubiquitous.
Oh, you know what?
Ubiquitous.
It's a lot easier if I put these on.
Yeah. One more time for the audience here.
Ubiquitous.
Oh, ubiquitous.
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 Right?
Yep.
All this hate is ubiquitous.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere when something seems it's present in all places at the same time. So
this ubiquitous hating that's going
I
around
like
in St.
that.
Louis.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
I like that.
We already got our two.
Hit that one more time.
okay.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Like everywhere at the same time, basically.
You is more you than you is ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
No,
You.
you.
Ubiquitous.
Right here.
Ubiquitous.
We got something?
Being everywhere at the same time. In place and rhyme, I'm everywhere at the same time. I guess I'm just a little ubiquitous. But you can get with this. If you're liking this.
Yeah.
You feeling it?
I ain't writing this.
Little TDT.
All right, we got
Vile, wait, zealous. I think I heard that word.
Yeah, zealous.
zealous. There we go for the audience.
Zealous.
Eager part.
Activity, enthusiastic activity.
Yeah.
Describe ignorance.
16 always engaging in zealous activity on Tuesdays Over Smoke.
Ooh.
What do you mean by that?
your incense lighting.
Oh, I burn incense at Tuesdays Over Smoke.
That's because it's this word.
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, because it's the spirit of the time.
Right.
19. Oh man,
I just be rolling
1920s.
around. I mean, I just be making my own incense, and then I have to puff them to keep them lit.
All right, Cass Mo couldn't be here tonight. We're gonna give him a call here. So Cass, we're gonna call you right now. Hopefully,
That was a fun little game.
that was a fun game. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out.
Ubiquitous.
Maybe we'll give them some words. Well, next time we see these guys, they'll have
Ubiquitous.
some,
Gotta go get with this.
they'll have some words
I like
for us.
that.
It doesn't matter what I plan, but I know I got to go get with it.
I just like that. Yeah, everywhere.
You.
I work at the same time. That's hot.
Back in school, we always say it differently. Cass.
What's going on, Mr. Cass Mo here, folks? You're gonna give you a little round of applause.
Well, your face look extra fat.
Look at that. What's up, bud?
Yeah, big head and all. What it do?
Yeah, well, your face look extra fat.
Have you been tuned in the show? Have you seen us trying to use big words?
Hey, you know what? I like that word. You big with this.
That's gonna be a theme.
Yeah, that's close to it. It's
I thought
ubiquitous.
y'all said it was you big with about. It looked like it said you big with this.
Hey.
Yeah, you dig.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's
Damn, you big with this.
Yeah, you dig with this.
That's gonna be our theme for next month.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening? What
What's
happened?
going on? We got these guys across too. I think you might know these guys a little bit. Here.
Oh yeah, those two guys.
Go spill your water.
Mm-hmm.
That, especially that one right there. What's up, fellas?
Hey, man, what's up?
You know, I heard you guys talking, and you know what? You are absolutely right. I'm stubborn as fuck.
Damn.
I'm stubborn as hell, man.
Call out.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of shit fell out, but you know, it shouldn't have had to go the way that it went, and it's bringing a whole bunch of people that it shouldn't pull into to just nonsense, really. You know, because you can't make other people or tell other people that they can't, you know, be friends with somebody just because you're not friends with them.
Yep.
Right.
You know, it don't make no sense to me. And I wouldn't tell nobody that's affiliated with me not to affiliate with somebody just because I'm not cool with them. Because that don't make no sense. You know, and it don't make no sense to pull other people into your nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically all just nonsense. I kind of figured out where it all started from. It started from a post that I wrote on Facebook, and you know, that didn't make no sense. If you reading into something that somebody's saying, think that they, you know, sideways dissing you just because they make a statement to a post that somebody else wrote, and that means that you was feeling that way before I even wrote it. You know, so, and I wasn't really saying anything about them. An individual had wrote something and said, all you big producers need to just get together and put together a big show. And me and him, we were supposed to be in this meeting that we was having, and I brought that up about, you know, getting a place and doing a big show. And at that moment when I brought it up, he looked at me and told me, I ain't doing that right now. So I just told him that I brought that up once, and the guy that I brought it up to said he wasn't doing that right now. So he took it as me sneak dissing him. And I was just quoting what you said.
Yep.
That's all I did was quoted what you said. I wasn't sneak dissing you. I just quoted what you said, which I was quoting to let him know that it's not like that it ain't being talked about. We are talking about it. That's what I said, that to let him know that we are talking about it. But when I did bring it up, I was just told that right now that's not what I'm doing. But that didn't mean I was dissing you because I said that. You know, but shit get taken out of proportion, you know, and then it get taken to a whole different level to where you get told that your energy ain't right for my business. So,
well,
it is what it is.
I don't know. Put it on the ground if you don't mind. I don't know the scenario because I'm kind of like Switzerland and on this whole thing. So, I mean, my hope is that you guys, you know, because he's going to be on tomorrow. So I just hope you guys can work it out. It's not past the point of no return, right? I mean, this could. Right, I mean it's. Good.
I wouldn't say past the point of no return, but if people don't want to just say, you know, cause really, again, I'm gonna say this again,
right.
It can just be forgotten. It don't make it. The whole thing is stupid, right. Really. You know, when you think you have to go and start, like for instance, just because you upset with somebody, and you upset with them, you don't do a project with them. Put it online, and then let it run. Then for no reason at all, take it off. You know, that's being petty. To me, that's being petty.
All right.
You know, you can't have somebody do songs with you, and then just because you get upset with them, Now when you play the song, you cut their verse out. That's being petty.
Yeah.
You know, that's being petty. You know, you can't just be obviously petty and don't think nobody notices.
All right. Well, I hope.
You know, and I don't have anything to be petty about because I don't own anything that I can be petty to do. So I'm just sitting back watching this over and over pettiness getting done. You know, so I'm not gonna kiss nobody's ass. And like the two guys, my two friends just said, I'm stubborn as fuck.
This boy.
I think that comes with old age, right? Does that come with old age?
Yeah, look here. I ain't gonna bite my tongue. I ain't gonna run from nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna kiss nobody's ass either.
Right.
You know, I don't expect nobody that deal with me to stop dealing with somebody else just cause they deal with me. That don't make no sense. That's causing conflict between people that it don't need to be conflict between.
Right.
You know, like 16 said, he ain't did nothing to nobody. Kaiserrific ain't did nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then you just pulling people in this shit. And like another person said that I'm not going to bring it up, somebody in here has to be the nexus to all this shit that's going on. I know who that nexus ain't. And it ain't me because ain't everybody pissed off at Casmo.
Well, I don't know what to say. I hope.
I'm gonna say, all right.
You're gonna make it worse, Keenan. Go ahead.
No, yeah. That's why I'm your co-host. So like,
don't you get started, King?
No, I got you, bro. I got you. I got my days. But no, like, okay, so like, can it be like spoken for everybody? For like, everyone wants to be in the same roof, but everyone has to want their own side, or like how do you want to go with that? Like putting everyone in one circle. Like, how would you opinionate that?
I wouldn't have a problem with sitting down talking with anybody. But the thing is Keenan, that it shouldn't be the point to where we have to worry about who's in what circle. You know what I'm saying? We all should just be one entity, period. Yeah. I don't have no problems with him. I swear, I swear to God, I ain't got no problems with my man. You know, I even said this myself, and you guys were there. And I know y'all remember me saying this. There would be no Tuesdays Up in Smoke without Tweezy the Don. You know what I'm saying? I said that at the last award show. That show, my show, would never have been if it wasn't for him. And that's because I had to do it at his studio. He was the nucleus of me getting my show started.
And I think in like certain ways, you know, everyone has a good foundation, and like I said, you build it up so slow, but you come up quick when you got other people following you. So that's definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
Like you can't get offended or see a shine coming off somebody else and think just because, you know, they may be shining bigger than you that they've done something to gloss your shine. You know, Tweezy the shit. Ain't nobody take that away from that man. He is the shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't come in to help him, which was what I was doing. See, the thing that got confusing with me and him was that I wasn't working for him. You know, you're not paying me, so you can't tell me what the fuck I can't do. You know, I don't work for you. Everything I was doing out the kindness of my heart. I wasn't working for you. I was working with you to better your business, not take over your business, to better your business. Because I wasn't trying to get nothing for you. I was still paying you to do my podcast and still working with you to better your business on the side. You told me that my energy wasn't good enough for your business, so I stepped away from you. But that didn't mean that you had to go back and keep on stepping on me just to make me, you know, keep on doing it over and over again. That didn't make no sense. You already told me you didn't want me to be involved with your business. That didn't mean that everything I did while I was in your business, that you just wipe it off the damn map.
Well, I like I said, I'm kind of like I'm in the dark with a lot of this stuff. I just hope that you guys can work it out, because here's the thing that I always preach on the podcast is St. Louis is too fucking small, and so it's not us
Absolutely.
against each other. It's us versus the East and West Coast, and if St. Louis, we could come together, we could really make something really great here. And I really loved what you guys were building when you guys did Up in Smoke. I will say that publicly. I thought you guys were a great combo working as a team, and so I just hope I can see that again. That's just me talking personal. So
Yes. Everything, it's not like it's something that's impossible. Again, I'm going to say I love what he's doing, and he's doing great things. You know what I'm saying? And I hate the fact that we stopped working and doing what it was that we was doing, and all I wanted to do was just help him continue to better his business. But I'm fine with just doing Tuesdays Up in Smoke. You know what I'm saying? And working with anybody that's willing to come and work with me. I don't try to say I have this big old extravagant team, because you can't say you have a team if you're not paying. A team is somebody you paying. If you somebody working with you and you're not paying them, you need to respect them for the time that they putting in to help you do what you're doing.
Right.
And not slap them in their face to sit down and talk to them like you're giving them a check every week. You can't be the big cheese and ain't giving up no cheddar. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the big cheese and ain't giving up no cheddar. So you can't just talk to people any kind of way you want to. People do have feelings, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if you go talk to people, you have to talk to them like you respect them, not like you the boss when you ain't giving up no boss money.
Right.
And just work with people. That's all I'm saying. If you want people to work with you, then work with them. You can't force people to do something that you ain't paying them to do.
Right.
So
let's change the subject here on a positive note.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk
sir.
about Easter or something.
Easter.
Dinner
Dinner
time, baby.
Easter.
All right. Well, you know, I want some barbecue.
Are you working on any good new material that you can grace us with your talent here?
Who, me with new material?
New material. Anything new?
Well, I haven't written anything new lately.
Oh.
And like y'all said, it don't make no sense to keep on repeating the same shit. I would probably try to do something I did on the last show.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I'm asking if there's something new. Yeah, it's okay if it is, but when's the next Tuesdays Up in Smoke? When
the next Tuesdays Up in Smoke is on the 13th. And you got two representatives sitting right there that can explain it to you better than I can.
Okay.
And you got them live there in the house. Those two guys, there would be no Tuesdays Up in Smoke without them either.
Right. Well,
I'll be more than happy to let you know when the next one is. You got two in-house Tuesdays Up in Smoke. Let you know exactly what's going on. I love these guys.
All right, well, I'm going to keep you online. I'm going to face it to them, then we'll finish out the show with you online here, Cass. So,
all good.
So let's do a little pitch out. So Tuesdays Up in Smoke, let's kind of explain to the audience. I'll tell you what, I went to one last year?
I believe so. Or
I don't know. But it was the best experience I had. One of the best experiences I had. I think it's a great show. Yeah, go ahead.
Get big head on it, too.
So, yeah. So, go ahead, Kaiser.
Well, it's next Thursday, April 13th, and the guest we're going to have is Kicking and Company, and OG got OG LCLC, which is my brother, my real-life brother, and it's going to be there at 3119 Southampton.
Our bud tender is, I believe it's tie-dye treats.
That's my brother.
No, I'm talking about tie-dye treats. Oh, your brother.
For this show coming up, yeah.
Oh no, that's next month. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
That's next month.
The permanent ones are coming.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, it's next month. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's next month. I was thinking. This is,
yeah.
You know, I it's my
whole lot of schedule.
It's my incense, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, my real life brother. So you'll see the difference between the two of us.
Cool. I mean, it's cool as long as your bladder stay clear. We good.
Damn.
Yeah, we have a business called Clean Piss Chris.
That's Clean Piss Chris.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah,
it's
that real
Clean
business?
Piss Chris.
Yeah, they need a piss test. You know, I'm the one that doesn't smoke. So yeah, they come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Clean
Oh,
Piss Chris.
Nice.
And shout out to Never Drop Dirty Durin.
Hey.
Shout out. Yeah. But yeah, Tuesdays up and smoke on a Thursday. That's what we do. It's exactly what it says. So, you know, if you come out, we do have a T's Kitchen. They use T's Kitchen and sometimes I'm so high.
Catered.
It's catered. T's Kitchen and
too much sauce.
Too much sauce. They usually do our catering.
Yeah.
And it's all free food.
Yeah.
Bring your own drink. Bring your own vice. Bud, let me bring that back. Don't bring that.
Bring your own.
Bud, don't bring your own vice. I don't want to see no. So we don't want it that wild up in there, but it's a real laid back atmosphere. We got
crazy
live entertainment with our poets, singers, and comedians. Whoever wants to come out and do what they do. That's what we do out there. But yeah. Tuesdays up and smoke on a Thursday. Yeah, we get it in. We get it in. That's the and I just got me some more Martian candy too.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, I don't smoke though. I just, like I said, I just burn incense. And I puff them to keep them lit.
Right.
We want to get Dustin Diggs and Keenan back down there on the show. Don't
Right
worry,
on.
Yeah, I'll come
back on there.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah, it was an honor to have you on my show too.
I don't smoke weed, but I left high though.
I'm gonna throw a quick plug in too. You know, tomorrow is my open mic. Can I get on the mic? Hosted by comedian Ronnie J.
Okay.
DJ Hot Shit right here is gonna be on the ones and twos.
Yeah, that's my alias.
Shit.
And the features for the evening is gonna be Truth, Just Aaron, and Two Kid.
That's gonna be a hot
that's good
show.
And that show consists of a guest host every show because to teach them how to be an open mic host. So if they want to go on and do other shows, they got the experience of being a host.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. That's good.
I think I'm the only poet who doesn't like hosting.
With DJ Hot Shit.
Oh shit!
It's hard gig. Well, it's great to have you guys on. So you guys are always welcome. I figure you guys are family here. I mean, shit, you guys been on like 4 or 5 times now. So you guys are always welcome here on the network. So I'm glad that you're still doing Up in Smoke though. I'm gonna come by there. I promise. So.
Oh yeah, we gotta have you and Keenan come back down, man, and give us some of that Dustin Diggs and a little of that Keenan. You know, we gotta have y'all come back down and hang out with two.
I mean, I like that.
What was the show that I did that I was a judge?
That was like a November thing. That was one of the
I think that was like one of the first versus
battle down there. And you was a judge.
Yeah, that was a packed house.
That battle thing.
I had your.
I think that was the first verses down there.
Yeah, that was good. That was
I had your vote.
That was like, I think after or before Thanksgiving, one of the two.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a good time.
I don't know. I had a lot of incense since then.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for. I'm gonna let you go, Cass. Good seeing you. Next time I want to see you in the flesh, though, bud.
You say out, man.
All right, love you, bud.
All good.
All right, Cassimo, right there. So here we go. We're gonna close the show. Keenan, what you got coming up?
Well,
how are you gonna spend your Easter?
Well, I'm gonna be going to my cousin's house for dinner. My mom, my grandparents are gonna be coming in, so we're gonna have some good old food. I don't know what we're gonna have to eat, but I know I'm gonna be on a toilet probably the next few days. So yeah.
Too much information, but okay.
TMI.
How you guys spend your weekend? You got your show, but then what else you got?
I'm probably be working Uber and Lyft most of the time, and then probably see who's barbecuing, so I can give me some brocks on the grill.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, I won't be eating any meat. So I won't be having.
Man,
you don't eat meat at all?
No, I gave it up about almost 9 months ago.
Oh wow!
Wow, really?
How you feeling?
Great. Actually, great.
I heard that about people. Yeah, I need to stop doing that maybe. But then I have nothing to eat. I don't eat anything
and you'll be surprised, man.
Hey,
Let me tell you something. You wouldn't eat meat if you didn't season it. it would taste like crap.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is get you some vegetables or whatever it is that you like outside of that and season it right, and you'll be fine. Like I get up in the morning and I'll get I'll stop at a Snickers or something, and I'll get a big thing of say I'll get like honeydew melon. I can't even think of the name of it right now. That's when you know
like
cantaloupe.
The fresh fruit.
Yeah, I get the fresh fruit, but honeydew melon, cantaloupe. I look for seeded grapes if I can find them. Like big bowl of that, man, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, damn, I'm actually full. And you know that's what you need. If once you get to the point where you're eating exactly what you need, you will not be. People like, don't you be hungry? Now I'm actually a lot less hungry than I used to be.
Yeah.
A lot less. I usually eat only 2 times a day. If I eat 3 times a day, I'm probably only eat once the next day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, that way.
I'm gonna look into that.
Oh, you're gonna be surprised. You can just start your energy level's gonna jump like you can about
like crazy.
Like 3 weeks in, you can be like, oh, I feel the difference. Then about 3 months in, you can be like, what the fuck? Like,
wow.
I don't be sluggish. And the other thing that I noticed is, you know how you get like when you didn't eat, you get those hunger headaches.
Yeah.
Gone.
Wow.
And I think that's because of, you know, I mean, honestly, my whole thing was what they're putting in our food now, man. It's just too much shit going on where you got to scan a package to see if this has been cloned meat or not. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally selling it to us right now. And if you don't scan that package, you won't know if it is or it ain't. You know
As a habit.
Wow.
Like, I'm cool on that. I don't want to have to do all of that, bro. It's like, I don't think y'all should be making my meat.
Well, I don't know about beef, but like chicken, they can grow a whole chicken in like fucking 14 days or something crazy like that. And
and the damn wing be this big.
Right.
But they're like certain places. I know Burger King did. They got like that plant-based meat. So I mean, would that count too, or like no?
No, I eat plant-based meat. Yeah, because there's not meat.
That the vegan meats.
Because they got like, man, you go to Trader Joe's. My wife literally, because my thing is I was never a huge meat person in the first place, but my wife will go to like she went to Trader Joe's and she got, I don't know what it was she got, but it was a plant-based meat, but it literally tastes like barbecue. And I was like, now this is fire, because I mean, like I said, as long as it's plant-based, I'm with it, but outside of that, like I ain't going back.
Yeah, no cow, pork, chicken, not even fish.
Not even fish at this. Well, I take that back. I had fish a couple of weeks ago. It was my mother's birthday, and she passed. So that was her thing. Her thing, which she's been gone for a while now, but that was her thing was fish. And my sister was like, well, you know, I'm gonna do a fish fry. I said, well, I ate a piece because it's mother's birthday. But outside of that, no, I mess. And before that, I probably hadn't had fish at all, even longer than meat. But I don't, like I said, I don't mess with meat at all. Like if I did go back, it would be fish, and that would be my cutting point. Because I like I said, the meat thing, I'm cool on. I'm so cool on it. Because chicken actually was the thing that got me sick. Because that's what made me say, you know what, nothing I put in my body should make me feel like this. So I cut it out from that point. But yeah, if it would be anything, it would be fish, and I don't even think I'd go deeper into seafood like that. Like I used to eat everything. You cook that son of a bitch, I'm finna eat it. I don't care. And rattlesnake, bring it here. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always the type. Cause I'm a firm believer in you never know what you like until until you actually taste it or whatever. Because like I tell people, they be like, oh, over in Japan, they actually eating dog. I say, yeah, you think about it, it kind of sounds bad. I said, but then you also think about it, I said, you're eating a pig over here. So if I'm looking at the two of them side by side, I think I'd eat the dog before I eat the pig, just to be honest with you. Just by the looks of them, but.
Right, but here they inject them with all those fucking chemicals and shit to make them grow faster and stuff, so I can't be healthy, so.
No, it can't be. It just, and that's the other thing. It just can't, like, I don't like any like I said, I look for seeded grapes. I hate, I can't stand a seedless watermelon. I can't stand them because the texture of the melon is different. And you can literally tell the difference between that and
Is that like a generic growth? Or
yeah, that's a GMO.
It doesn't seem like it says juicy or as much as sugar maybe in it. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying with the seedless.
I don't like
yeah.
I don't like anything. 'Cause like I bought some and I didn't know they were seedless. Some oranges, and I'm eating them like, and you can just tell by it's like it's a thicker texture on all of that versus the original plus. They get to the point where you got to think about this. If they get to the point where everything is being cloned, how are you going to grow as a farmer? You don't have any seeds.
True.
It's pointless.
Yeah, I mean, it's deep. But I'm not messing with it. I'm cool.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you for watching the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Check out Kicking It with Keenan's page.
Yes.
Level 92 on YouTube and like the Irish Unite Network on Facebook. Like these guys' pages as well. We'll put the links below on the video, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. We are out.
This telecast is